Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and we're ready to go in on another one. And of course, the one we're going in on this week is none other than the Marvels. Oh, we got some things to talk about with this one. And you know who we're talking about it with. We got the one, the only, a Quantum with us. What's happening tonight, AK?
I'm here, man. I'm here. This movie, I know a lot of folks say it was just a general great disappointment. I think that there are things, elements in there to like, but there are definitely many areas of opportunity that they could have utilized better. But
Oh,
we'll get into that.
absolutely. Spoiler alert. I was not a fan of this one, and I'm about ready to go ham on it and just smash it. Because what the
No
hell?
one's surprised.
What was Oh my God. And you already know we got the king of them coming down with us too. We got the one, the only Fandom D Saint in the house. What's happening tonight, brother?
Yo, what is good, everyone? Cannot wait to talk about the greatness that is the Marvels, man. It was so good that the writers of Madam Web was like, "Oh shoot, we forgot to write the damn script. Oh, let's just copy off of the Marvels. There you go."
Oh
Can
my
we can we before we move on to our real shows after this? Can we take one more day out to talk about that nonsense?
I don't even think so. I
God.
can't even remember it.
I'm gonna have to go over to my boy's house and watch it on the cracked stick.
Oh,
And
bro, I can put that on the Google Drive for you, bro. I got you.
oh, feel it's all right. Yeah, maybe. Because yeah, I heard that one. It's like I'm definitely not spending any money on it. Like I
Yeah,
heard.
and mind you, I haven't seen it yet. But the key thing to note, Dakota Johnson, after all this shit, she has not promoted this movie at all.
No.
Matter of fact, she dropped her talent agency the week after it came out.
Yeah, I heard
And
something.
she basically saying, "You motherfuckers don't know what the fuck you're doing. The hell you send me over there for that bullshit for?" And everyone thought that they were going into the MCU proper. They didn't find out until after filming, just like Morbius.
Yeah, they wouldn't even call it. Like it was so bad. They're like, no, this is a standalone thing. It has nothing to do with the MCU. It's just over there on its own. Just let's not.
All the actors that were in there thought that they were actually going into the MCU proper.
Oh, that's crazy.
So Sony been fucking up.
Oh, I heard they canceled an extra scene. Like they had an extra scene tying it all in, and they even canceled that.
Yeah, I heard it was like what Andrew Garfield was supposed to be at the end of it, or maybe Tom
Yeah, I
Holland
did
stuff.
hear that
And
rumor.
then they're like, out of here. Not today.
I heard it was going to be old boy like Keaton and Morbius. Like they're trying to come together and make that crew, and they were going to bring that, and then they bring in Madam Web as part of it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I heard they canceled it, and they're like, nope, this is on its own. This has nothing to do with nothing. And that's what old girl said on what was the Seth show? She's like, you don't need to know anything about anything. It's just you can just
no, exactly. I think they did it because of how they were doing superhero movies back, in like the early 90s. There's a whole lot of doozies out there that we could look up and talk about in the Sony MCU. And this one, I think the rights for the characters were coming up, and they had to put a movie out, or they would lose it.
Wow,
that's what I think happened.
Maybe that's exactly what happened. Because my goodness, I heard
that makes sense with Sony. Anything that's Spider-Man related, they're like, in order to not lose the right, it is put out any type of movie. And this time, they were just like, just put out whatever.
And I heard they even like the people they had write it were like the total yes men. Like these are guys that put out total numbers, but they'll do what the studio asks. So the studio likes them and they'll keep giving them jobs.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why the Dakota fan was like, fuck that.
Actually, I wish we
were. Let's go.
That sounds like a fun one. And obviously, we're 5 minutes in and all we're talking is Madam Web. I can't wait to talk about that. That's a good one. Yeah, I heard it's so bad that it turns into a comedy, and it's not a comedy, like not one joke written. So I'm almost excited for it at this point. Like when you know something's that bad and you're going into it, it just turns it into a whole different viewing experience. So I'm here. Ready. But today we're talking about the Marvels, and this was another viewing experience to me. Like, holy shnikes, what was happening? Oh my God, the Marvels! Right out of the gate, I was a little ho-hum with the opening scene. I mean, we got some cool CGI with the ships heading to some moon-like planet, and then words happened. I was like, I don't know, it just seemed kind of all downhill from there. I was like,
what was the opening scene again? Can you refresh my memory, please?
When they went to that moon and they found the bracelet, they chipped out that rock and they found the bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
It's only one of them. And she's like, oh, we'll find the other one. And she's like, where? I mean, it was awful.
one of the worst villains.
Oh, it was not a decent opening scene.
And I'm upset that her husband didn't even like read the script and was like, "Yeah, honey, don't do it." Like Tom Hiddleston, I think that's not his last name.
Who?
The actor who played Loki. That's his wife.
Who?
Word?
Yeah, you could. Y'all didn't know that.
I didn't know
That's
that.
his wife, or that's his what you call it, partner. Like he literally could have read the script and was like, "Honey, like don't do it."
I did not know that.
I had no idea.
Wow. Okay. Oh, see, yeah, that makes it even fucking worse. What?
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Damn.
Why? Like, also, I never saw Ms. Marvel, so like, I know she has a wristband that gives her powers, but not really much else about her. And that had me feeling like right out of the gate, like maybe I might be missing out on some story arc from not watching the Disney series after them opening up like this. But
well, the band doesn't give her powers though. It doesn't give her powers though. Like it's the way how they hint it. It's like she has like she's like a mutant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
they changed it. Her original origin story is she's an Inhuman, but for what they did for her show, they made her a mutant. So she had the capability already to have those powers, but it's just like all the other X-Men. It's usually when they're in their teenage years in puberty that something happens and it jumpstarts the X gene, and that's when their powers kick in. The same thing happened here with Kamala. The bracelets just help to enhance and center her powers, if that makes sense.
So was it an invincible type of situation? Like she didn't have powers and then one day they just kicked in?
Yeah, that's how it is with all X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't realize that. I don't know. So she was just a normal kid, and that's why she's so geeked out about everything. She just recently
technically she's a normal kid, but the where she gets what she can do from is from her I want to say like great grandmother or something or other.
Yeah,
because her bloodline originates in a different dimension than where we are on Earth. So that's why she has the special genes she does.
They originate somewhere else, and somehow they were able to mail her bracelet, her bangle.
The bracelet was already here. It got brought to our realm with her ancestor, and then once something happened with that
like
ancestor,
Jinn or something, or
yeah, I believe that's the word they use. Yeah, that they're a Jinn. There's a specific name for the world that they're from. I don't remember what it is, but that's basically it. They're a race of Jinn, and I'm fairly certain we're going to see them again because there is some interesting and decent side quest that can come from that storyline.
Feel it. So was that opening scene with her done in like the same style as her series, like when she was narrating her own comics? Is that kind of how her?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is very much the fangirl. She's basically the fan insert into Marvel because before she got that role, she was us, loving most of the MCU and how it came about. So yeah.
So minus like putting a drawing and then like cutting your face and putting it on the drawing.
Yeah, minus that. She did have her own like notebook so she could reference all of the things, and she had that. She came on set with that. That was her in her real life.
So she's like a little comic artist. Like she's gonna be an artist.
Yeah, pretty much. She has a YouTube channel for all those drawings that she makes.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
And did y'all spot that Funko Pop that was there, huh?
Of course, you know the hell we
I did not. Which one was it?
Oh my gosh, it was like the classic Captain Marvel Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Feel it. Was it male or female?
No, female.
Oh, okay.
No, female.
Oh, you're thinking DC.
You're thinking about Marvel, but he's more so from the comics. In the MCU, it was damn it, I can't remember her name. The person that played her, but it was a woman in the MCU. That's where that name originated from.
Oh, Sharon Stone, wasn't it?
Was it Sharon Stone?
I think she was there.
Whoever it was like that holograph image of the supreme being, right? Or whatever. Right. I think that character.
So did Kamala try to make "Shine On" her hero tagline in her series? Like, was that drawn from the comics, or was that drawn from like the comic books?
No, that's more so from the series.
She was trying to make that her like shine on, like that was her go line or get it line.
Yeah, she's trying to figure out what her tagline is gonna be. Like she's got the name, but she's now got the awesome outfit, which mirrored Echo a little bit because that outfit was made by her mom, if I remember correctly.
Had her had her bracelet never glowed like that before?
No, because no one, like her mom has the gene, but for whatever reason it was never interactive with her. The person that was holding it was her grandmother, and she made it a point to pack that in with a bunch of other stuff that she shipped to their house, and that's how Kamala found it. And when she did, it started glowing and it enhanced and jump started her Mutant X gene.
Oh, so it did glow in the series before. It had glowed before. Because I thought you said something like it's my thing started glowing. I was like, what? It's never done that before? You've had it for this long? It's never done so.
No, it had to, because like in the series, if you ever watch it, she's gonna like time travel to the past, and that was because of the bangle. Right. So I believe it had to have glowed at one point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she knew that it glowed, but it was surprising to her to see that it was reacting to the other bracelet that girl had on.
Gotcha. So it glows, and Fury asks Carol Danvers if she noticed the power surge, and she hadn't, but when she goes to check it out, she saw a jump point that seemed to be stuck open. And Captain Rambo, who conveniently was already in space, also sees it, and it's like she was on one side of it and Carol was on the other. I was like, how does that work? It was almost like they're in different dimensions already if they were both looking at it from different sides. Like, I don't know.
I don't think they were looking.
No, they weren't like on both sides. They were
looking at the same one.
Yeah.
There's different ones. They were the same one?
No,
there were two. There were two different ones that they were looking at.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Because they said she was doing a bunch of them all over the universe, and that's what was cracking. Okay.
Yeah, because the people who originally had the bangles created them across the universe. So it's like they're just looking at different ones.
Let me look up where they're from. I'll tell you the name in a second. Continue, please.
I was a little confused about that. So yeah, see, this is why we do this. Help me out with some of this stuff.
No, I literally watched it this morning. If not, I would have been confused as you.
So the two both have the same genius idea to touch the glowing space hole, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, fandom, you're up in space and you see some weird glowy space substance. Are you just gonna float right up to it and start touching it?
Hell nah. We said it in stream so many times, and Nick Fury said it best. Stop touching shit.
Stop touching shit. Again, shout out to my homie T Baby, because those are her house words, and I will always reiterate them. Stop touching shit.
As soon as he said that, I started cracking up and thinking of you and T Baby. I was dying.
Yep.
That's so perfect. That is so perfect. Oh, but of course they do, and somehow this gets all three ladies to instantly switch spots. And I was like, how or why? Like, I'm not even sure that ever got explained. Why? I mean, just because Kamala had the bracelet, it sucked all three of them.
I have a theory.
What's that?
I have a theory. Not necessarily because of Kamala's bracelet, but because of how the villain was using it. Like that. That's why those tears were theirs, because she was trying. I think she was just trying to do too much with them, and she was overtaxing it because she only had the one half. At least that's what made sense to me.
But why would her half make Kamala's sketch out and then join her into being switched up with the other two people that touched it? Like, why wouldn't she be the one that was switching with all three of them? Why was it Kamala?
I think because
what do you mean?
Kamala has a bangle and Dar-Ben has a bangle. So why was it Kamala that got sucked in and started switching with the Marvels? Why wasn't it Dar-Ben that started switching every time they used their powers?
Because when oh my gosh, when Carol came to the scene, remember she like touched the rubble and like part of it.
Yeah, she touched that.
I think because of that.
So did Monica.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because of her touching that and then touching the whole whatever portal thing, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
probably because of that.
Monica was never at that planet. Monica never touched it. And Dar-Ben did touch it. So again, why would Kamala be sucked in? Why wouldn't it be Dar-Mel or Dar-Ben that's the one that's switching?
Kamala has never been to space.
So
I think if you look at the science of it, is what I'm saying. There's a whole bunch of different things going on in space than there are on Earth. So I would think that metals would act differently. Any type of atom or particles is going to act differently in space than they do here.
Ooh, that is a deep cut explainer. I don't know. That just
Yeah,
that
that's
makes no
that's fan explaining, honestly.
right. You see what I'm saying, though, right, fandom?
That's
Like,
the nerd explanation that I can come up with, and
Because one, they
that's
all have
really
the
just my
same
love
like
of
light
science.
base. They said like they have the same light base ability, okay, but at the same
They
time, it's
don't.
like it's like only way I look at it is because since Carol like touched that tablet thing or whatever ruined thing,
Mhm.
did something that made them all three connected with her. Other than that, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's why I phrased it the way I did, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
yeah, I was just like, this. If anybody should be switching up, Darben should be in there because she's got a
Well,
bracelet and she's up there. But yeah, how did Kamala even get sucked into this? It's like, oh yeah, because she's a Marvel and we need her part of the movie. That's how. Like, okay. But is she always that off and quirky? Like, just seemed over the top ridiculous.
yes.
Oh my god! Oh my
No.
god! Oh my god! Stop spinning!
No.
Hey, it's Nick Fury. I'm Kamala Khan. No, sorry, I Miss Marvel. Actually, oh wait, I was like, oh my god.
That
Think
is,
about it
like I
though,
said,
like
she is the fan insert.
Oh,
She is a fan insert, and she is fangirling over meeting her heroes. That's why she automatically went. Am I being recruited? Is this a test? Because she's down with the get down, so she knows what's coming up.
she's like, is this a test? I was like, if it is, you just failed miserably. I mean, Fury was just like,
She's a teenager, bro. What you expect, though?
Exactly, and that's where you got to remember.
I could be in a car crash. I can get out, and if I see freaking Samuel Jackson, I'll be the same way. I'll be geeking out like, "Oh shit, Samuel Jackson!"
Like,
even though I was just in a car crash.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Nah, I'd be
Let's
just
take
like
it right
Kamala.
back to Dave Chappelle.
I'd be all cool with it. I'd go just like Kamala's mom. I'd be like, "What's up, Nicholas?"
I do love her parents. I love both of her parents. They're really great.
So over the top. Like, if that first scene with her family is any indication of the flow of her series, like, I just don't think it'd be for me. I was just instantly like, oh my god, the whole dynamic of their family was just like insane to me.
There's okay. Well, then, based on that, I will say then that you should probably only watch it for research purposes, because I think
Man,
that
you watch
there
so
were
much
good things in there.
CW. Get out of here, DJ.
Yeah, true. You know what? You're right.
Like,
you're right, fandom. You're right. He out here perpetrating. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, slamming
about that. The
Slamming
troll
the
of
same
them
way.
all.
He's like, you watched it all. What are you doing? It's part of the Marvel MCU. You get in there and watch it. I was just like,
there's some things that could be changed, like I said, but I think they handled it correctly. And if you watch the series, you will see absolutely, yes, that is Kamala's character. She's an absolute sweetheart. She's a lot smarter than she gives herself credit for, and also a lot more compassionate. Like, I feel like empathy could also be one of her enhanced superpowers, because she does strive to try to see the best in everyone, and her family values is what is pushing her to make these other two ladies get back to being the family that they are. So I don't know.
I mean, I do totally get the younger fangirlism of it all. Like, to be a teen and to think like you may have a chance at being an Avenger, the number one crew on the planet. Like, I get the daydreaming about that part for sure. But oh man, the topness of it is just whew.
And I mean, and she's from Jersey, so you know, I mean, you can ask fandom. Jersey be weird like that.
Yeah, fuck Jersey.
Exactly, except for Kamala, because Kamala's cool.
Even my freaking manager was like, "Oh, people in New Jersey have better rates than us." I'm like, "Who cares? Go to New Jersey then."
Right, go the fuck to New Jersey then, you dick. Don't let me catch you back into Holland Tunnel.
We're talking about the Garden State over here. That's awesome. Captain Marvel goes to investigate the power surge, now knowing that it has something to do with the world she's hiding the scrolls on. And it was funny because Fury already knew what was going to happen. Like, she was trying to talk about, he's like, it's supposed to be a peace conference. Like, he already knows there's nothing peaceful about this woman. She goes in, there's going to be some bows thrown, plain and simple. And she's about to conference, but ain't going to be much peace because, like I said, when she goes in, it is all about throwing them bows. Like, what would you do if you were the leader and this woman came in talking about, I'm going to relocate you, but trust me, you're one of us now? I'd be like, fuck that. Like, it sounds like you and yours are already suffering. Like, we're good here. Like, with what we got, talking about you're going to strip our atmosphere and then send everything you got. Like, yeah, send everything against this woman right now. What's that?
I have a question. Did they not have any type of guards or army force on that planet, because in that room, the minute she started talking that bullshit, you got to take one to the dome. You're not fitting to tell me we're here for this peace conference and you trying to steal my atmosphere and relocate my people. We've been running for damn near a whole 3 decades now. So nah, you go fuck yourself. And as a matter of fact, you don't even get to leave this room. Whoever is the station sniper on the roof of the building across the street, cap that bitch right now, and this shit is done.
Saying. Get her talking about taking our stuff.
Fuck that. What? Nah, you're not just threatening me and my people. You're literally threatening our whole planet. So nah, you can't let that slide.
But he also knew, like he had no chance. Like, these people are just refugees on the run, finally got a planet. Like, they don't have any real weapons or anything. Like, what are you going to do against a true powerful space force? Like, he probably knew he was doomed, and without Captain Marvel, he had no chance. And then he wants to bad talk her. I'm like, wait a minute, this is your only savior and you're going to get after her? Like, that's a little harsh, dude. Like, wait a minute. Oh, no, that was messed up. But yeah, you're right. The second she starts talking about stripping the atmosphere, she got to go quick. Like, you have to have some kind of something. Like, you have some kind of force set up.
Hit her with the fucking Leonidas. Okay, yo, bitch, this is Sparta.
Yeah.
Now I get to kick your ass into the never-ending hole. Bye.
You got to throw everything you got at her. How great was that when Captain Marvel was trying to explain to Fury what was happening? She's like, I touched the jump point then, and like you said, like, oh, the number one rule. We got a number one rule. No more touching shit. Like, again, that was my favorite line of the whole movie. That was so great. Or probably my second favorite line. But how bored is Fury up there just laughing and smiling with Kamala as space villains are literally trying to kill him? Like, he's up there, he got jokes.
I would too. Did you not watch Secret Invasion, man?
He's just happy to still have a job.
No, see, that's the thing though. Isn't this before?
No, this is after. This is after.
I know in the reality timeline it's after, so I would think it's after.
Oh yeah. You're right. I forgot him and Wifey went back up there at the end of Secret Invasion.
That's why it was like weird. Yeah. I'm like, they should have showed it, like her wife, or just a mention, which they didn't. I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointment. But then again, she's supposed to be like an ambassador, so it's like,
I'll say she might not have been on that ship.
Yeah,
probably not there. Yeah, I'm sure she got other stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
How is Monica gonna just let this teenager that she just met just grab an iPad full of top secret and classified information and just walk away with it? Even starting to show her family stuff. Like, what?
Not only that, but they let her keep it. Like, she's literally got. I mean, I guess by the end, she's brought into the thing and 100%. However,
by then she'd earned it.
How, ma'am? Like, I understand you have, this childhood trauma that you're still trying to reconcile with your auntie / stepmommy in my book. But you know damn well you can't have that just laying around. Like, was it not password protected? How the hell did she even hack it? I mean, she's good, but she's not a hacker.
She had it in her hand, Monica was using it, and she just took it out of Monica's hand and started reading shit. I was like, wait, what? That makes
I don't advocate for actively assaulting teenage or young humans. However, sometimes you got to get a smack upside the head. Kamala, calm down. I love you. You're awesome, but calm the fuck down.
Right back to that first line. Stop touching shit. Grab that back. Like, are you kidding me? That was ridiculous. But then they switch again, and what was like Danvers thinking? They just told you and why and how that you're switching, and your bright idea is to run out back and fly up into the atmosphere, leaving a non-flying teenage girl to just plummet to her death. Like, see, this is why no one likes you.
Bruh.
Like, unbelievable. What was that?
Of all the examples, that's the one you picked.
Unbelievable. I was just like, how is this? Just thinking of nobody but yourself.
She's a hothead. She's a hothead. And honestly, low key, I mean, I'm not trying to give her a pass, but by that same token, once we really get into the bare bones of it, I'm not going to give Monica a pass on that either. She's too impulsive.
Yeah.
All three of them, actually, they're too impulsive, and they really do need to buckle down and focus at different times and redirect their energies.
Oh, that was insane. I like the little nod to the comic. Fury tells Rambo, you got to fly. She's like, technically, I haven't learned to do that yet. He's like, come on, use your core. I was just like,
you know what? I'm sorry. Just because it's like the line after, a lot of people I saw online were mad that Fury was encouraging her by saying "Black Girl Magic." That's literally what the fuck this is.
exactly.
What y'all mad for?
Yeah.
When he said that, I giggled my ass off because
Exactly.
it fits.
Me
It
too.
fits, and
Oh,
it's
perfect.
quirky pop culture. So yeah, what the
It
hell
was
are y'all
perfect.
upset about?
I don't know about that. Because people need something to be upset about.
Seriously, that's all it is. It made nothing but sense to say that, especially to her.
That was so on point. When he actually saw her falling, he got real. He was like, enough fucking around.
So he was like, look, hey.
That was it. And our girl was gone too because it worked. I was like, come on. How you gonna be mad at that? That was excellent. One of the best parts of the movie. Are you kidding me? People gonna hate on that. Stupid. But if Kamala convert light into physical matter, why not just create a super slide and slip down instead of just plummeting to your death like that?
Do you know what any of that could do to you? Falling from that height, even if you're
I was just about to say that.
Slide,
What's
that's not how physics works. That
will make the slide go straight down. You put it in a nice little slow spiral, and you come down all nice like you're in a little toy. Like you don't have to make it straight down. You can flatten it out a little bit. Make
even
it nice
with
and long.
those turns, no, you think that it's that simple. It is not. That's not how physics works.
I don't know. I was like,
that momentum from that high up.
I've seen her make like super fist and arms and reach out for miles and grab people out of space.
Yes, but right now she's panicking.
She looked pretty calm when she was falling to me. That was another thing. I was like, you are frighteningly calm for plummeting to your death right now.
I remember her yelling and screaming. I didn't think she was calm.
Yeah, same.
She was not calm. So what is your idea of someone if you call that calm, what is your idea of someone in distress? What the fuck?
You need to go back and rewatch it.
I would like to consult the giant tamer on this issue. I don't understand this, young man.
I'm telling you, go back and watch that scene. She was, for plummeting to your death, she was pretty calm, just like laying just kind of there. And
since then when she used her ability, she even slid off and she still was panicking.
Yeah, that's when she started panicking, when she did use her ability and start sliding off. But she's making the wrong thing. What's this little platform thing? And then sliding off, like can't even balance. Like I said, make a slide. Make something. Make a big arm and slide down the arm like you just reach out and grab them later with. I don't know. That was crazy. I thought she could have done better.
There's still too many things that could go wrong, even with putting in loop-de-loops. People have fallen over the side of water slides many a time during those loops.
That's true. Also, if using your power switches you, I don't know, now might be a pretty good time to use them. Maybe switch back to the woman who can fly.
I don't know. I don't know if that would have worked out.
Oh man. Also would have been telling Rambo to jump in a lake. Like, you land in a spot with multiple space guns drawn on you, I'm instantly using my powers again to get out of there. She's like, no powers. I'm like, do you not see all these space guns and people out here getting ready to draw on us? Oh yeah, let's get the indefensible woman back up here to take care of this
immediately.
Unbelievable. I was like, we're gonna go ahead and let Aunt Carol handle this one. I'd have been like, you're out your mind, don't use my powers. Now is exactly when I'm using them.
Exactly.
And they were about to get it too. Lucky for them, Carol did show up right on time to stop that blast from taking them out, because yeah, they would have been out. But was Emperor Droge like being a little too hard on Carol? Like, he was acting like this was all her fault. Like, this woman was coming to steal your atmosphere, not take your job title, not take your girl, take your entire atmosphere. You think she's really going to be rational and fair with you? Like, Carol straight told him it's all a ruse. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think he was hating a bit too much.
Like, Fandom, what you think on that before I say something?
What was the ruse?
Why would the Emperor was so mad? He was going off on Carol like this was all her fault. I was like, Dar-Benn was going to come here, take your whole atmosphere. She wasn't going to be fair. Mm-hmm. He even said right out of the gate, this was not part of the plan. She's already screwing you. Why do you think she's going to be fair in the end? Like, I think he was being a little too hard on Carol. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Well, one, did he ask Carol to come here or no? Because that was like one thing I was like confused upon. He didn't expect her, right? So yeah, then he was kind of like blaming her because of her coming here. she now freaking the villain unleashed like the bangle when his people were there. Because
But
wasn't the like original
But no,
plan was she was gonna already like steal the atmosphere, but
Mhm.
first she was gonna take the Kree off the planet. But now
right,
that she saw Carol was there, she's like, oh, you try to double cross me there or something. Then I'm just gonna now do it.
I don't.
So I
but you're
think that's why he was like angry.
but you're telling me that you don't have enough air for the people you got, but somehow now you're going to take all my people and take care of us. You just told me you can't take care of the people you got. Now you're going to take all of us.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop.
And
He said
before
relocate, but we don't know where though.
To where if they can
no,
relocate, why didn't my
that
people
was about
relocate?
to be. Remember, this woman is Kree. That was about to be like the biggest, just bring up the sad subject of our world history, but that was literally going to be a death march to somewhere where all of them would have been executed, just like the Holocaust. It would have been straight genocide.
Of
She
course,
was
but
not
he
trying
don't
to
know
move
that.
them anywhere.
And that's why he was pissed.
No, see, that's the thing. He should have known that though. All of that shit that she was talking about, stealing the atmosphere and all that nonsense, she had already said that before anyone was made aware that Carol was there. That's why her falling back after that announcement was made, that just was her trying to tweak the system. And he, for whatever reason, didn't notice that. And he blamed it on Carol. That's not her fault at all. She was going to still go after them and still try to take that atmosphere.
Yep, exactly.
Which she succeeded in doing. I think everything he was saying was completely unfounded to Carol.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cohen? What's that? Are you telling me that the Foursquare touchstone, my 14-year, is now going to be turned into an 18-year? Because the 14-year is delicious. So yeah, it's not out here yet.
Okay, for like English for those that don't know.
Oh, well,
explain, please. Translate.
Oh, Foursquare is the best rum on the planet, and I have 15 of them. And I believe he's telling me that there is a new one out. I have a Touchstone 14-year-old rum that is phenomenal, and it looks like he's telling me that they're coming out with an 18-year. Which is
that a drink? That
Foursquare is a distillery. It's like the #1 rum distillery on the planet.
Okay.
Best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they have a bunch of different flavors, and yeah, it is.
I would implore you, if you pick one up, let's make a deal.
Absolutely. Like I said, when you send something, if that gets sent up, you'll definitely have a whole packet of coming back. Hey, what's up, Jackie C? You can see out there. You watch the Marvels?
My lady Jackie C.
Show. But yeah, he should have known. She's out here stealing the atmosphere because her people can't
Absolutely.
breathe.
Like this man is desperate though. Like him and this Kree people that got nowhere to go. She's offering like just an ounce of hope. He's like, let me see something.
That's desperation.
See,
he's trying to take on a whole world of another lungs. Whole world.
I think everything that was going through his head was very plain to see. The minute she said that shit, he did start protesting. But then again, like we said, he still went and blamed the whole thing on Carol. Carol didn't advise her in all that bullshit that she was talking to you, sir. She came here specifically to try to help you because she knew that this bitch was about to fuck some shit up.
Brutal.
But you want to blame Carol for that. That's unfounded.
And I also get Kamala being bummed. Like basically a whole world just got suffocated while you saved about 50 people getting them on ships. Like not exactly what I'd call a win. It's like, but you save who you can, I guess. I mean, she's kind of right. Like, what else could you do? It's
what more could you do? Because heaven forbid something would have happened and she wouldn't have went and snatched Kamala and tell her to get back on the damn plane. That would have been a whole more hella hurt that she would have had to deal with. I feel like that actually would have broken her mentally, and we don't want an unstable Captain Marvel. That's just never.
Jackie's with you. She thought the movie was cute. She liked it. Absolutely.
See, I thought so too. See, shout out. And also, y'all may not know Jackie C like I be knowing Jackie C. That's the homie. She literally one of the most beautiful folks in our fandom. And I mean that physically and mentally supporting us all the time. So shout out to you, girl. Appreciate you.
Been there since day one in the GOT family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little Miss Marvel promising that little scroll that Miss Marvel would fix this. I was just like, too late. This is broken beyond repair. Everybody's already dead. How's she gonna fix it? Like, I don't know. That was brutal.
By doing what her and Fury was supposed to be doing for like the past 2 decades.
Find them a better spot. Well, back on Hala, we see Dar-Benn isn't just a total psycho. She actually is just trying to save her people. Like, they call Carol the Annihilator, and she is, because the cause of them losing their son. But again, it wasn't really just her fault. Like, that was them going into physical war.
Yeah, because I was like rethinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Granted, she did destroy the whole Matrix head, whatever thing. But it was like afterwards, a year of civil war and crap. It's like, that's kind of like on them.
Exactly. They pinpoint it and blame it on the Supreme Intelligence being destroyed. However, first of all, why the hell was the Supreme Intelligence ever even a thing? Y'all have been some asshole, disgusting colonizers and conquerors for how many millennia in the universe? And you know what? The universe is sick. Okay, the old guys don't like ugly. Okay, you know, in the words of Arya Stark, you know, winter came for your ass. Okay, y'all been fucking up for a long time, and because somebody finally had enough muscle to put you in your fucking place, you want to call her the Annihilator and blame her. Your mainframe computer crashed, and what happened after that? Your whole society was warped and quickly declined, because that's how much of fuck shit people y'all are. You can't blame that just on Carol. She literally was trying to defend herself and other people that your government was attacking. Sorry that your son went bad, but you can't blame her for that.
Yeah, that's not on her at all. And here, Corin's got me over here just thinking about rum. Like, what? Have you tasted it? Is it good? Is it out? Did you gain any respect or have any more sympathy for Dar-Benn once they showed that she was even willing to give her life if it meant saving her people, fandom?
Hell no.
Thank you, my brother.
But there's like nothing in this film for Dar-Benn. I was like, I like this villain. Nope, not at all.
No part of her was redeemable, and she wasn't even a clever villain. Like, if you're on like your Thanos level shit, if you're on like your, you know, for overall MC, well, X-Men mainly, Mr. Sinister shit, if you're on Apocalypse level, not that bullshit Apocalypse movie that we got, I'm talking about the comics and the 90s cartoon. If you're on that level of villain, yeah, we're gonna want to see you again. You're great. You've done some awesomeness. This chick here, nah. And it's almost a double smack in the face for all the fans, because the last villain who was supposed to be a major villain, Gore, in Thor: Love and Thunder, they completely nerfed him in everything that he could do also. And that's a consistent problem with the MCU. They keep killing off their villains too soon. You got to build these arcs up. You have all these staple characters that keep coming back to back to back. Why aren't you letting the villains also do the same thing? It makes no sense.
Yeah, the greatest show that they had is when the villain won the first time around. Like,
exactly.
Or should have killed all those damn kids. I said
it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want to have your heroes win, but I don't know. You got to have
right. It don't always happen like that. Exactly. You know, sometimes you do run up on a Thanos, and you got to run away and regroup with your tail tucked between your legs. That's just how it is.
Yeah, there's got to be something on the line. It can't just be win-win-win all the time, or else it just becomes boring. You don't want that. So Monica and Carol finally get a proper moment to talk. And again, was Monica being a little hard on Carol, carrying around that grudge because Carol said she'd be back before she knew it? Like Carol said, she had no idea what she was getting herself into.
You want to jump in, fandom? I got to organize my thoughts on it. I got to make sure I articulate it correctly. Go ahead, bro.
Because it's like, does she have every right to be pissed off? I mean, because there was like one point in this movie where how Marvel went from like Earth to the other planet in a snap. And I'm just like, wait a second. Why couldn't you just do the same and just visit Monica and then go right back to what you was doing? So there were times I was like, yeah, but it's like, grow up.
It is, right. And that's exactly where it is in the middle. It's like, okay, when she explained what her thought pattern was, I get it. I understand. and especially after your quote unquote best friend, okay, aka headcanon, when your wife died, you had to mourn all by yourself. However, you forgot there is this young woman, and she called her out on it. I love the way she said it, that thought the world of you, that hung on your every word. As this is something I brought up when me and the ladies were talking about it, that you can Auntie Carol her all you want, but that was stepmommy, plain and simple. That was their family dynamic, and she feels like you abandoned her, especially once her mom was dying and sick, and Carol knew that, because we saw that conversation with Maria and her talking about it. And I understand where Monica is coming from, but I think she also needs to understand everything in Carol's outlook also. Everyone grieves differently. Unfortunately for this, I think they both could have done better with communication. So I'll leave it.
I mean, this is bigger than you. This isn't even your universe. This is multi-universes. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Get
your head in the game at least. Right. Get this shit done. And do y'all need to have a conversation? Abso-fucking-lutely. You do. It needs to be a lot deeper than what they showed us. However, you got a job to do. Do that shit later.
Makes time to visit her weird husband, but not Monica.
Okay. Well, see, hold on. How often was she there though? We don't know how often she was there. That's an assumption. We know that something happened. She stepped in to help save the day, and the only way that it was going to stick is if she got into this political
right.
marriage.
But she had been back, because he sang that song like, "How long do I have with my dancing partner this time?" So she
okay. You know what? You're right. I forgot about that line.
So
you're right.
Yeah, couldn't go see Monica not once, not one time. Couldn't get a FaceTime in, not once.
It is. It's a different dynamic. I get and I'm not defending her. No, that was shitty of her to do. Like I said, her communication as well as Monica's needed to be better. But I understand the grief and the trauma that she was dealing with also.
I also like how when they got together and started trying to figure things out, they actually connected the fact that the bracelet Dar-Benn used to kick the crap out of Captain Marvel might just have something to do with what's going on. I was like, you guys are just now figuring that out, huh? Okay. I was like,
I think fandom, because you watch Miss Marvel, let me know if you think this assumption is too off base, but I think it's because she was never meant to wield that bracelet. It's not for her. That's why when she's doing all these jumps, it creates all these rifts, because it's being used by the wrong person. And it's just like again, her grandmother had the Kamala's bracelet, but it never really activated or resonated with her grandmother. It didn't resonate with anyone as far as we know from her bloodline, except for that one ancestor, and then fast forward to her. So she was meant to have that. That's why there's no extracurricular nonsense with her jumping around when she uses her powers. But this chick, what is her name again?
Dar-Benn.
Dar-Benn, yeah. But when she uses it, she's almost corrupting it. It's almost like, the One Ring corrupting everyone that it touches. She's not supposed to have it, so that's why those rifts are happening, I think.
Yeah, it's sort of like how Echo is. Where it's like only certain members.
Yeah, exactly. It kicks in for the people that it really truly needs to kick into. Yeah, I like that fandom.
I'm just like, the fact that it took them that long to figure out that the bracelet might have something to do with it when it was glowing. Like, you saw her.
Monica noticed it when she used her abilities.
Exactly.
In the room, she was like, "Oh, the bangle." And then
Monica noticed it.
And then all of a sudden, they forget, and then
I'm saying.
Yeah, that
Monica got it. Kamala saw it. They told Carol, and she then saw it.
Yeah.
Fury, of course, because Fury is Fury. He saw the shit. Why were y'all not planning around this?
And then it was Kamala who said she saw the star chart. So why did Monica even have to put on the skull torture tiara? Like, why just to be part of the scene? Like, why did she have to do it?
Refresh my memory on that scene, please.
They were trying to figure out where Dar-Benn was going to go. And she's like, maybe it's the star charts. And she's like, you saw star charts? Where'd it go? What did it look like? And she said it looks starry.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, oh,
That's when
yeah.
she figured out she was going to the
Yeah.
I call it the music planet. Actually, I should call it the theater planet because
Exactly.
everyone is singing in their own 3-piece opera
Right.
every now and then, which I think is just very clever. Random sidebar, shout out to Valerie Valdez because she takes cool little quirks like that in her stories. I highly recommend y'all look her up on Audible and listen to her novels. They're very good, very fun also.
Feel it. But why why did Monica have to put on the torture tiara if it was Kamala who saw the star charts, Phantom?
I don't know, honestly.
The world may never know.
Basically, because they wanted to because they needed
because plot
next thing to happen. Exactly.
Oh, that's what you're calling the device. Oh, I'm wondering, like, what are these calling this for? Like, oh, okay, now I remember.
The little brain thing that
the little brain thing. Yeah.
It's like they put it on so Kamala could remember, so she could look into what Kamala saw and know where what star thing they were going to.
What? Hold on, gents. Can y'all look over to the chat real quick? Jackie says I thought all three were wearing it.
They were.
They were. That's what I'm asking. Why did Monica even have to put it on? It was Kamala who said she saw the star charts. Carol needed to put it on to see into her mind to see what the star charts were. Why did Monica even need to have it on? Like, there was no point in doing that. Unless Carol just wanted to, like, show that memory of her mom or whatever. Maybe, I don't know.
Wait,
maybe that.
Do they
have...
have...
unconsciously. It was like, it happened. Because they all were linked, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like do they have the ability to look into each other's thoughts without that machine?
No,
they didn't. Yeah,
but that's my whole point. Carol needed the machine to look into Kamala's mind to see the star charts to see where they were going. Monica had nothing to do with it. Why was she putting one on?
To move the plot along.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
therapy. Exactly. Therapy, because there needed to be at least one tiny breadcrumb to post up for where they're about to go.
Right. So they have a little bonding and hug moment and then realize that the ocean planet may be next on Dar-Ben's radar. And Carol seems to be a little hesitant about going to that planet. And we soon see why. She is their princess. And this is where we really start going off the rails. I was like, holy.
See, hold on. See, I've always said, for those of y'all that have not watched like some of my old stuff and all the conversations we used to have, especially on our drunken streams, I've always said I can look at the world very aesthetically because, if you didn't know, I am a lady-loving lady. However, if there is something or someone that is beautiful to look upon, I will absolutely, give that person or that object their flowers. I see this thing, this dude coming up out the woodwork. He's the king, and he's got this awesome singing voice, and he's got an awesome looking fucking planet.
He's prettier than Captain Marvel.
And he's sexy. So I was like, you know what, Carol, I'm not gonna hold you on that.
That's why she's been back. Exactly.
Go get that, and I'm not mad at her for that.
That is absolutely why she's been back more.
That might be a really crass way of looking at things, but go get it, okay? Look, we have needs out here, okay?
But before we even got there, we got the best line of the movie, like I've been commenting on. Like when Kamala's mom called Fury Nicholas, I was dying. Like he's already had that whole tirade about nobody calls me anything but Fury. That's how I knew it wasn't you. But yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. And as soon as she called the cat Pudgy, did you instantly pick up that it was Preggers? Like especially when she said
before that, Funko kind of spoiled me because they had freaking kitty Funkos and thing. That's one. But two, that was another thing because it was constantly throwing up, and then literally I think it was the next two scenes. It showed like some type of like egg thing. I'm like, okay, it's definitely pregnant.
Have y'all ever seen the old school like late 80s movie called Critters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember what their eggs look like? That's what it reminded me of. Those little flirting eggs. But yeah, like as soon as they said the cat was sick and vomiting and all that, I said, yeah, okay, we about to have some baby flickings running around. I didn't expect it to be that many, but more power to y'all because them kids came in handy. So I appreciate that. But my burning question, and maybe it shouldn't be a burning question, I might be a little too involved in this side plot. But
the same one I got.
who the hell who is the daddy?
Yeah, that's what I was like. What the hell had the thing to fuck that thing? That's what I want to know. Who's the balls to do that?
Do Flerkens like reproduce asexually? Or is there some other random Flerken? Or you know what? Damn it! I just I just thought about something crazy.
We were all on the same page, Jackie. We were all right there, like, what in the hell had this? What had the balls to mate with this thing?
Here's my tinfoil, and I don't know why it would happen, so don't ask. I have no explanation of it. But what if Loki is the daddy? And my basis, hear me out. My basis for this,
he did say,
is Loki can switch into anything he wants to. He's that skilled and that good of a shapeshifter. In the original Norse mythologies with Loki has given birth to the world serpent, that giant snake that is one of his kids. He has given birth to a 6-legged mare horse in the form of a horse, because that's the form that he was boned in to have that child. So I feel like this could be something right up his alley, and he's just walking around randomly perpetrating some random thing, and maybe the urge hit to go in the heat like cats do. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you want an explanation, that's some crazy ass tinfoil for you. There you go. I give you that one for free.
This is like borderline tinfoil of DJ right here. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly why I said it.
Oh, the influence is strong. Love it. Unbelievable. Can I just say that Kamala is awful at nicknames? Like, I get the inside joke of trying to come up with Monica's hero name, but Professor Marvel, Dr. Marvel, like, could her names be more lame?
Bro, she's a teenager, man. We keep trying to tell you she's young. Not only is she young, honestly, but more important, she's sheltered. And that's not just because her parents may seem weird in this movie. No, that's literally just how it is with girls in their culture. She's very sheltered, and while she does have a lot more freedom of movement being growing up in Jersey than she would if her family was like still in their native country, she's just in that state of mind. I don't fault her for not being able to come up with a good nickname like that. Like Miss Marvel is easy, but trying to find another connector for that, for someone that you don't actually really know that much about their personality, it's kind of hard. Had she read Monica's dossier though, and read all those case files, I guarantee you she would have come up with Photon as the call sign.
Well, speaking of lame, their language is song. They won't understand you unless you sing. And here we go. I was just like, they won't understand you unless you sing.
I love that so much.
It just reminds me, like, if Glee was like a planet, boom, here we go.
Sun.
Exactly.
Look, you know what? Yo, high five on that. But we're talking about Glee seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we ain't talking about like the college after.
Right, yeah. We're talking about when the series was actually good. It also reminds me of the Chaos Seeds book series by L. Ron Kong. In his world, when it comes to languages, even different types of writing are a language. Like if you can write in regular print, that's a language. And if you don't know how to read that language, then you can't speak it. You won't understand the words you see on the page. You can switch it and then start writing in cursive. That counts as another language. So I like how they did this to where you have to sing to be actually heard and understood. I thought it was pretty clever.
Are you trying to live on the Glee planet, AK?
If we're talking about the situations between season 1, 2, and 3, yes. Matter of fact, I have a fan fiction story that is heavily set in the Glee world between seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, that's amazing. And how did Carol go all like Cinderella and magically like change dresses like that out of nowhere? What was that all about?
Didn't they give her
No,
those clothes?
she magically changed
Yeah.
like a.
Oh wait, no, because when they got there, she already had like the hat and little cloak thing on. I think it was just made that way.
Oh,
Didn't
she
she?
put.
Or am I misremembering that?
No, like originally, yeah. Originally when she came here, she put the hat thing on, but I think is when she goes in the palace. Like this
Yeah,
from
yeah.
You
in
can
Yeah,
see
you're
it like
right. See,
Cinderella just sparkly change all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, just glitter bomb change. Like what happened? Like where'd that come from? And then it
Yeah,
just glitter bombs back later, like a few moments later after the song and dance is over.
I
And it's
think
just-
that's what the suit was designed to do, though, because her suit is like one of the most customizable things known to man. Now they fairy tale magic people. I mean, they do, but that tracks though, Jackie, because magic is a thing in this world.
Jackie says she's going to Glee Planet if she can have him.
See,
he is beautiful. He is.
I'm saying,
beautiful.
see, Jackie, again, this is why me and you be vibing. I told y'all, I don't want that man, but I recognize how my straight sisters would want that man. So
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna hold you, Carol. Go on, get it.
Oh man, yeah, that was great. I did like how when Carol's walking up, she's like, "How come you're not dancing?" She's like, "I am dancing." I was like, wow. Oh, and I love how Prince Yan just happened to have like 3 perfectly fitting super suits for all 3 of our ladies to go to battle in. Like, again,
Yo.
that must be the fairy pixie dust in it all. I don't know how that happened.
I mean, maybe they nice like that.
3
And
perfectly
actually,
tailored.
you know what? You saying that the way you did just now, saying they got like special pixies back there making stuff. That again reminds me of a callback to the Chaos Seeds. Again, shout out Elron Khan. I've talked to him personally. He's really cool dude. Y'all should go read that book. Well, books. There's 8 of them right now. It feels like that he assessed the situation. He saw what it was. As soon as Carol told him what was happening, homie kicked into gear. He did not ask any questions. And I love that because he knows that he can absolutely trust her word in any given situation. So he bang out went into gear. And it does not surprise me at all that they would be able to very quickly make some armor for those ladies. There's from what I saw, their civilization just seems like it's advanced enough. And we don't know, maybe they got like the 3D printer of all 3D printers in the back room.
Had
So
Taylor from Invincible or something, because that was magic.
Either way, it still works. Why? Because anything can happen in these damn comic book movies.
That was insanity. Carol told the prince to let Darben in and she would handle her. What would have happened if they tried to keep the barrier sealed and just not let her in? Like,
It's just like trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. The world may never know.
I'm just like, okay. And then, oh yeah, we're going to talk about it, but it just gets worse from there. So
we needed the water to rise more stakes before we get to the sun.
There you go.
To happen.
I mean, that sounds like a repeat of Black Panther 2, but okay, you're right. I get it.
So they let her in, and what kind of plan was this? They just rush her and try to beat her up heads up again? Like, this was your big master plan? Like, that was so ridiculous. They had nothing. Like, she landed there, and they rushed her. Like, this was your plan. I was like, come on. Geez,
how did you not have, like, 20 legions waiting to confront her? You know what she can do. Y'all literally call her the Annihilator. You know what it just reminded me of? Y'all remember that travesty that was Mortal Kombat 2?
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation. In the very beginning, Shao Kahn, his huge call sign is "Annihilate them." That's the exact thing that went through my head when he started talking that bullshit.
And even worse, you just talked about how if you try to blast her with your powers, her band will just soak it up and redirect the blast to you. So your first move is to blast her and power up her band. Like, come on.
Why the fuck you didn't test that out on Kamala's band, though?
What is happening here? Yeah.
The bands belong together. Like, what is the catchphrase that she was saying? Yeah, like, what you are seeking is also seeking you. The bracelets, it's like the One Ring trying to get back to Sauron. The bracelets want to be together. Yeah. And they're resonating so heavily, not only because they're in close proximity, but again, I don't think Darwin, what the hell's her name?
Right, but my whole thing is he just said it soaks up your power and then she can use it against you.
They fire.
That was your very first move. That drove me nuts. And
it doesn't make sense.
Do we need to bring up the fact that the main power seems to come from the hammer? So you knock it out of her hands, and that's not the first thing you do is pick it up and keep it away from her? Like everything about this was killing me.
It's Ronan the Accuser all over again.
Oh, this was terrible. So did Little Miss Marvel ever have a super suit in her series?
Yes. It's made from a scarf that she got from a young man that is connected to her family from the other world. And I believe her mom sews in those colors in the dress part of her outfit.
So it's those colors, but it's not that exact suit. Like what?
No, it is the suit that she wears in this movie is the exact same suit that she wears in her show.
So not only do they have a suit, but they knew exactly what it looked like, and that's awesome. And then, and the scarf was one of her weapons in the comics or in her other suit too.
Yes.
So why that dude?
She can use it to extend just like her arms to like embiggen it and use it like a lasso or a whip or whatever.
So why did the prince have to tell her to use the scarf then? Why wouldn't she just automatically have done that?
Because to date, we have not seen her do that in the show yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
I think this was the origin of her being able to do.
Oh, okay, so that's the comics.
In the comics, she was already doing it.
Gotcha.
And technically, it's like a week or so. I'm not sure like the timeline, but because the way how it was like the finale, she got that suit, and then it looks like how the cliffhanger or like the after credit scene lines up in the beginning of this movie.
Yes,
so it's like it really hasn't
exactly
even like been that long that she's really like tested and honed out like the whole suit.
Correct. Yes. Singing is a sign of intelligence. I will wholeheartedly agree with you on that, ma'am. Those singers got the good stuff. I mean, yeah.
So they battle the Kree army, and even though she promised that they'd handle it, in the end, they just wind up bouncing through a jump point and leaving Atlantean to fend for themselves. I was like, what a horrible hero. You promised these, let her in, we'll take care of it, and then you just leave them all to fend for themselves and basically die. I was like, what?
Did y'all watch The Rings of Power?
No.
When it was on? Okay, well, what they did with a specific character, I won't say it, so I don't
spoil it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, what they did was with a specific character, I think, was very similar with what they did with her. Like they hyped her up to be this like really huge thing, but you know the plot twisted and it didn't twist in a good way.
And Kamala was no better. Like, was all ready to like stay and help before, but now that she knows her jewelry's on the line, she's just quick to jump ship out of there. Like, you told these people you let them in and take care of them, and you didn't take care of shit. I was like, oh, this is awful.
Wait, hold on. Refresh my memory again there. What scene is this you talking about?
It's when they leave, when they're all battling or whatever, and they got ships on them, throwing bombs at them, and Carol's like, I got this, I can do this. And Kamala was like, nope, she's not getting my bracelet, and she just put the thing on and jumped them out of there real quick.
Oh wait, wasn't that the plan was to keep Kamala away from her, though? So and I think
take out Dar-Benn.
No, I think Kamala was right in that moment because it was just like, you know, in the other place, you can only do so much. And yeah, like Jackie's saying, she's a kid. She absolutely wants to go in and help wholeheartedly, but you got to make those tough decisions to leave sometimes. So just like on that planet, she remembered that lesson and she made the right call here, I think.
Well, then we find out the wrong call because we find out the whole reason she never went home and left little Monica hanging all those years was because she got a nickname she didn't like. I was like, really? Like, this is why you didn't go home all those times and just left everybody hanging? Like
what?
This isn't my family. She just said the whole reason she never came back was because what happened out there on Hala, and she got the nickname the Annihilator, and she didn't want to come back. And
she thought, that would travel back to Earth, and that her image and memory from Monica's viewpoint would be tarnished.
Yeah, she couldn't go back until she fixed it. I was like, come on.
Excuses.
Come on.
See, y'all may think that, but I would challenge you to actually try to put yourself in the place of someone that has experienced some of the things that Marvel has. I think that it's not as cut and dry or as black and white as you guys are looking at it. Again, everyone grieves differently, and if you are in a position and you feel that you have let again, you got Auntie Carol and niece Monica all you want, you can think, as stepmom, you may have let your stepdaughter down and you did not want to further exasperate that trauma with her.
Her mom's gone.
I'm not saying it's the right decision.
Just leave her
I'm just saying that I can understand how she would be in her own grief and how hurt that she would feel that she could not save Monica from this fate with Marie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So with all the different jump points, the universe is cracking, and Fury's space station is almost completely offline, and there's not nearly enough escape pods to get all the crew members to safety. So isn't it lucky that the Flurkin was pregnant and had just had its litter in time for Fury to come up with the grand plan of letting the Flurkin eat the crew members so they had enough room to get everybody to the escape pods? Just genius. What's up, fandom? Are you about to let one of these things eat you, or are you just going down with the ship?
Not gonna lie.
Come on, fandom.
Let's go.
I'm saying, are you trying to die, or are you trying to live to fight another day?
I might be that last one on the space station. Like, y'all come back and get me if we make it through.
Nah, man, look here, look. Hey, kitty. Hey, yo, I'm right here, bro. I'm ready.
Stop
I got my
running.
snacks. I got my water. Okay. I'm right here. Go ahead and suck me up with the fur tentacles, and I'll see you on the next spaceship when we escape. Thank you.
Running.
Appreciate it.
Lurk can eat you. It'll be okay. I was just like, oh my God. Yeah,
the way they were saying it was absolutely absurd, because who the hell would want to stay for that? But I still do understand, again, the sentiment behind it, because for real, that the ship is about to self-destruct. It can't take this onslaught that it's taking. You either got to die with that ship or you got to get off. If these little baby cats that can suck you up with their tentacles and then effectively spit you back out, that method is safer than a Star Trek transporter.
Let me just point out, I noticed Fury didn't let himself get eaten. Fury stayed out.
Okay.
One that flies the ship. I'll be the human on that ship. Oh man.
Okay, Fury. This may sound off to some folks. I mean, again, I would encourage you and fandom to correct me if you think I'm wrong, but Fury is a black man in a life or death situation. Do you really think he would have made any other decision than what he did?
He did it, but yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna be Fury. You're not eating me. I'll be the human on the ship.
Round up all the rest of these motherfuckers. I will meet you in the pilot seat when it's time to go.
We're going out for one last battle. Miss Marvel's brother told her she better come back. He doesn't want to be an only child again. So did Kamala get blipped, or was she just talking about like when the Bengals sent her back in time? Like, when was he an only child again? Or was it just before he was born? Before she was born?
That's his only sibling.
He's talking about before she was born.
Oh, okay. Back from then. So there's nothing weird that happened on their series that they were talking about or referring to.
Yeah, like Jackie said, before she was born.
Gotcha. Fury was killing it. Like, are you praying? Well, don't stop. We need all the help we can get. Like, Fury wasn't in it much, but he was saving it. His lines were killing me.
Here's another question
about him.
Why is this not the Fury we got in Secret Invasion?
Oh, something, yeah.
Like, I understand Secret Invasion is like a super spy series, and y'all going in doing the Black Ops missions, but you still could have been this Fury doing that Black Ops mission. That was
the worst. We don't even need to talk about that. We'll go ahead. That was a universe that was off on its own out there with Madam Web. We're just gonna forget about that one. That was just an offshoot.
Yeah, that scene that shall not be named.
Exactly. The series that shall never be heard of again. Oh, at least they on the second go around they grabbed Darben's hammer like when she dropped it when they were fighting her. But like, how powerful is Monica? Like, Carol's out there hitting Darben with full on hammer swings, and it barely faded her. But Monica comes in with a high kick and just boots her halfway across the ship.
Bro, I have a rant. Fandom, please go and speak your piece first, bro.
You underestimate these like kicks out of nowhere. Like, have you not seen WWE wrestling?
Dude, I'm telling, like, Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, strongest being probably in the universe, and she's taking full on hammer swings at this woman, and she's barely knocking her back. But Monica comes in with a high kick, and this woman gets blasted. I was like, come on, people.
The most absurd bullshit ever. Like, again, this is a problem with MCU villains. Are you trying to make her indestructible so she can come back at a later date? Or are you just doing some fuck shit because you think the plot and the narrative is okay to be this way? That bothers me to no end, because no, you got to make this shit match up. All right?
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
The fight scene, whoever choreographed those were off. They were terrible. They were terrible. She's like, they playing. Feel it. Then of course they finally get the better of her, but it's only totally by accident. Like, and why are they ever gonna learn? Like, not only do they fall for the oldest trick in the book and get duped, but they don't even grab the hammer first to make sure it stays out of her hands. Like, be better. Like, I don't know. Then they suddenly change. Like, you really thought you were going to change this psycho's mind in like the last 3 seconds. Like, she just changed. Like, oh, okay, I'm on your side. What? I don't know. What do you think about this fandom? This is ridiculous.
Nah, she was never going to change. Like, it was ever since the whole Supreme thing being destroyed. And even then, with her whole like backstory, it was like barely anything. It just seemed like she was just a random freaking person, working. And next thing you know, freaking Captain Marvel like shoots not even at her, just the ceiling, so the Rumble can just fall on her. I guess she get knocked out of a tooth or something because she got that gold grail or whatever, and that's about it.
Dude.
And now she's
not even a mention of I lost my family or a partner or anything like that.
Couldn't be bothered to say anything. Nope, she was just
random villain number 5.
It could have been anyone, honestly.
Exactly. Our introduction was just her falling or something after a scuffle. She was trying to run from somewhere, and that was it. And now she's supposed to be this huge supervillain that we're worried about. I don't like that. Do better. Y'all have the means to do better.
Be better. That was ridiculous. And also, isn't one of Monica's powers being like able to turn invisible? I don't know. Maybe do that real quick and blast her, like get that hammer off her friend's face. I don't know.
I don't think that is a part of her powers.
She made references to it the whole movie. She's like, it's kind of my thing. Are you kidding me? Like, that's totally
I've not. To my memory, I've not seen her do that. And that she can certainly like walk through matter, like walk into a building without using a door. She can just walk through the walls or whatnot. Somewhat akin.
Yeah, she's like Kitty from X-Men.
Yeah, somewhat to Shadowcat, I believe is.
Here we go.
Yeah,
that's
she can bend light.
His name now. But I don't think Monica can go just full invisible. She can change the density of her form to fit through those walls.
She literally says it in the movie. She's like, yeah, it's kind of my thing. She literally says it.
To be invisible? I don't remember that. I'll have to go back and look that scene.
Invisible though.
Yeah, we never saw her do that.
When they go to stab her, she like goes invisible and then like goes through.
No.
She doesn't go invisible.
See, that's what we're saying. No, she changes the density of her body. We can still see her physically, but she's able to make it so those things don't affect her and they just like move through her, and that's it. That's not going invisible. Those are two separate things.
Jackie says see through. But yeah,
right. See through is a better way to say it. She doesn't go completely invisible.
I can't remember the exact scene. I think it was when they were back on the Aladdin, the water planet, and I think the prince said, she said, "Make yourself unseen," and she's like, "Yeah, that's kind of my thing." I was just like, okay, like she literally just said that basically she can become unseen and go invisible. I took it as she can be invisible, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there may have been something else in that. Yeah.
But she finally gets both bangles, but can't handle the power once she gets too close to the jump point. And for some reason, she just totally disintegrates. And why the bangles didn't absorb the power this time, I have no idea. But she gone. Like, did you understand why this took? Like, they told her she wouldn't be able to handle the power, but I thought that was the power trying to steal the sun and take it to a planet. Why did it just go into the jump point, Friar?
Again, I think that attributes to what I was saying earlier. You know, again, still just the theory. She was not the right person to be wielding those. They were not meant for her. They ended up being on that random ass moon, but I think they were just lost there because of whatever jinn may have moved through there at some point in time, billions of years ago. It got left there for whatever reason.
Feel it, the Aladdin planet. I almost did, Jackie. It was like the Aladdin magic carpets up in here. Yeah. So Monica now has the bright idea to have the two Miss Marvels blast her with enough power to unpunch the hole in the universe. I was like, okay, this sounds plausible. And straight out of the Star Wars plot holes, like, how are all these people just breathing in space with no helmets all of a sudden?
Because that's part of the power. Space doesn't affect them like that.
Like, even Kamala's out there, like, just no helmet, no space, nothing, just breathing in space, not imploding, not dying, just not freezing to death. It's all good. I was like, what?
That's all part of their powers. And I don't know if the MCU will ever touch it, but the origin of those powers is what really plays into why they can do some of the things they do.
That's just insane to me. Dar-Benn out there breathing in space, like just everybody out there breathing in space. No big deal.
Yeah.
It's oxygen. That's not a thing. We're not worried about that. Like freezing.
Meanwhile, Ebony Maw died. Tragic.
You know what I'm
saying? Okay. Ebony Maw was absolutely not on the same caliber as any of these ladies. So
you think Dar-Benn had that kind of Ebony Maw power?
While she was wearing that bracelet.
I thought the bracelet didn't have those powers. It had to be the people that had the powers to wield the power through the bracelet.
No, I told you the bracelet is what enhances, but she was never meant to have that bracelet. She's not from the dimension that those bracelets were made in. Kamala is.
Yeah, exactly. How come in the beginning she needed a helmet when she was up there? And Monica needed a helmet as well when she was out there.
Did Monica ever test it without a helmet? Keep in mind, she's secret agent for NASA, and they know that when they go into space, they gotta have protective gear on. She may never have even tested if she needed that gear or not before this time.
Convenience. I don't know.
I mean, like throughout the entire film, she keep on saying, like, I don't know if I can do it. I haven't tried it. So it's like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly. When we first see her, she's in a full suit. She may not even fathom in her brain that she could survive without it yet. Carol knows she can, but Carol is not around to relay that information. And yes, Jackie, actually, that's correct. They are still in testing mode. Again, Kamala has never been to space.
They still in beta mode.
They are. They are. That's why the shit was so hard. We had to go through that whole training montage of them learning how to use their powers effectively together.
That just seemed like some inconsistencies to me going on. But the plan works, and it actually all wraps everything up in a nice little bow. And I mean, in reality, there was really nothing other than Fury that Monica was really tied to in this reality. So she really only just connected with her Aunt Carol. So if there was going to be one that had to go to some other reality, why not have it be Monica? And with her being gone for good, now Kamala's family can actually move her whole family into their house because theirs got all smashed up in the space fight. So everything's all wrapped up in a nice little bow and all for a happy ending, right, Phantom?
Damn, the way how you said it like that, I was like, oh, good, she left so they can get a damn house. But damn, not even like damage control can't like give them like a place to live. That's crazy.
We're gonna come out here. Nice house. Nobody else is using it. Might as well give it to them. And something tells me Monica may be reconnecting with some familiar faces in her new reality, like perhaps even with a carbon copy of her mother. And even though that it would in no way, shape, or form be anything close to the same thing, like I don't know, would it be kind of cool, like if you lost your mom in this plane to go to another one and meet some kind of different form clone of her? What do you think?
No.
You don't like that, Phantom?
Nope, because how do I know that universe's form appearance of my mom is actually going to be as nice and kind? This is when I probably doesn't even like have a freaking son. So it's like, are you an a-hole? Are you not?
Okay.
Are you evil? Are you not?
See, here's the thing. Why I will say that I think we know that they are good, because the X-Men universe that we got here at the end, this is the X-Men universe that we have seen being built on since 2000s with that first X-Men movie. And the reason I know that it's that universe is because once you move on into X-Men 1, X2, and X3, obviously, the least liked in that whole trilogy, Kelsey Grammer, our boy Frasier, is who portrayed Beast. Kelsey Grammer is the Beast in this movie. So we know, because he's there, we know what universe she's in. So I have no doubt in my mind that the X-Men are actually still a positive force in this universe. And having Lashana Lynch, also shout out, because they brought Lashana Lynch back. I love that. I think that she was great in the little bit that we saw of her in the Multiverse of Madness. I was really hoping that they came back with that. Yes, Jackie Frasier, damn it. Okay, I will fight me. I will challenge anyone that says Frasier was not an awesome show. And I think that definitely. Him, right, and Kelsey Grammer being cast as Beast was one of the best casting choices ever, because that is exactly who Beast is. Yeah, he looks like he should be a wild animal, but he's the hugest nerd ever. Damn near genius level, and that's why he's a scientist. Yeah, so I think that fits. And Monica going into that world, I think actually was a very good introduction. Well, double introduction, because we got X-Men in the Multiverse of Madness with Professor X from the 90s cartoon wheeling in to be on the Illuminati Council. I think we're going to see a little bit of the same here. Where Monica is right now, I think she's in the basement of the Xavier Mansion.
Oh, for sure.
That we saw in X1. Yeah. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how those worlds connect. And I think it's going to happen because of the excursions. And that's a very big storyline in the comics. And we saw all the timey-wimey with Wolverine and all that stuff with X-Men First Class and all that I think is wiped. I think these two universes will merge because of a convergence, and miraculously, because plot, they're both going to survive. They're not going to just crash into each other and explode. And that's how we're going to get the X-Men in the MCU proper.
Feel it. Was it a Purple Hulk too? Feel it. And
Purple Hulk. Wait, where did you see a Purple Hulk?
I said, was it a purple going to the other universe? Maybe.
No, it would have been the same Green Hulk.
Also different, but same as the lines Kamala uses to try to recruit Kate Bishop onto her new team.
Facts.
As we all knew.
Hold on, right? I'm saying I feel like all three of us called that in Hawkeye.
Oh yeah,
or at the very least, I told y'all where I thought it was going because of the comics, and y'all thought it was a plausible guess.
Oh, absolutely. No, Young Avengers coming 100%. They've been lining everybody up.
My question is, who will she recruit next? Because I know a lot of folks want to say it might be Wiccan and Speed, which is Wanda's twins, that will resurface. I'm curious to see how the MCU is going to handle that, but those boys are going to be back. I believe that Wiccan, he's already been cast. I don't remember the young man's name, but I think the next person we'll see is Eli from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Elijah's grandson. He has all of the same powers his grandfather does, but he's been undercover. But because Kamala, we know now, is putting a team together, Elijah, his code name is Patriot. So he will be on the Young Avengers.
Oh, he'll be there. I think the next one will be, just because got to keep the girl power thing going first. It'll be Ant-Man's daughter,
Cassie.
Oh yeah.
Possible, yeah. I like that. I like that.
And then they'll get Elijah, and then probably
then Elijah, then they'll go to Wiccan and Speed. Yeah, I like that.
I believe that's how it will go. Oh, multiverse universe stuff. Yeah, but they're gonna get
it's all coming, Jackie. And if need be, I feel like I might start putting out some little Marvel blurbs, character histories and whatnots, just to get it going on. And DJ, let's pop on though. I think we got the end here, so let's get
it. Absolutely. Cut to the credits, and not a moment too soon. And then probably the best part of the movie, we get a Beast sighting. Monica's been found and is being held at Professor X's school for mutants. The X-Men are coming. So
hold on, excuse me. Well, wait. I'm sorry, I gotta correct you. It's a school for gifted students.
Absolutely. X-Men are coming. That's what I'm saying, and I'm here for it. Can't wait to see the new outline and see where they go with it and where they take it. Oh, but not before we see the Deadpool, because I think that's going to line it all up and get everything started.
I got to do a reaction for those. I haven't watched the trailer yet. Have y'all watched it?
Oh, I saw one of them. Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't seen the second one that just dropped. It's going to be amazing. But you already know, so you guys like this one. I thought it was just okay. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of this one, really. This is one of my least favorite Marvel movies. Like I said, it's just a little too ridiculous. Nick Fury tried to save it, but at least Nick Fury got back. At least he made a little bit of a comeback from...
Still better than The Dark World.
Still better than Eternal.
Facts.
I might like Eternals better. I don't know.
What? I like Eternals.
Okay, I want you to at least name 5 Eternals right now. Go.
Oh, I can't. Yeah,
no. Exactly. Get out of here.
See, sir. Okay. How, Sway? How? Huh? Exactly. Come on, DJ. Stop that. Stop it right now.
Oh, that's crazy. We'll break down real quick. We'll see if anybody remembers anything about this show. I got just a couple of 5 quick trivia questions. I need to go grab my battery's dying. We're going to get it done just in time. Oh, if anybody knows these, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, put them in the comment section down below. What world was the Skrull refugee colony on? What world was the Skrull refugee colony on? Yeah, you know that? Put it in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. Oh, you said 6. You can name 6.
I almost want to say Nova, but I know that's not right.
That's incorrect. Let's try another one. Question number 2. What world does Dar-Ben come from, whose son is dying?
Hala.
There you go. Hala. Back on track, 50-50. Here we go. When they all don the Skrull torture device, where was the star map showing?
Are you looking for the specific name of the place? I don't remember the name of the planet, but it was basically the full-on Glee/opera planet that they had to go to, but I don't remember what it's called.
I'll give you a hint. It was a full-on galaxy.
No idea.
Full-on galaxy. What are the names of galaxies?
Bada boom, bada bing. If you know that one, put it in the comment section. Keeping it moving. What planet is covered by 99.63% of ocean?
Earth?
No, it's not Earth. It's the fucking opera planet. What is it? It's on the tip of my fucking tongue. It starts with is it? And Alan? No.
I told you earlier, it's the 11th.
It's A something. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm just making reference to what Jack.
No, I didn't hear. No, I genuinely didn't hear you.
It was too big a hint. I said it was the Aladdin planet.
Oh, Aladdin. Aladdin.
Yes, Aladdin. Absolutely.
Fucking Aladdin.
Oh. What is the Flurkin cat's name that gave birth?
Goose.
Hey, there we go. What did Beast or who did Beast say found Monica in the end credit scene?
Oh, what the fuck did they call her? It wasn't binary, was it?
It absolutely was binary. Good call. You were talking about that earlier. That's why I was
laughing. I told you, that's one of Monica's names in the comics.
That's awesome. I was like, holy shit, she just called that. She'll get that later. That's funny. Oh, and last but not least, I put this little extra credit one on. What was the last word spoken in this movie?
Mom? Words spoken. I'm not your mother?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's exactly it. Nice callback. Oh, that was perfect. Oh my goodness, that's so good.
I love that. I love that you made that a question. See, this is why I always say when it comes to our Game of Thrones fandom, DJ and maybe two other people are the only trolls I actively allow to hold lands in my kingdom.
Oh, too good. Too good. Oh, but that was it. We did it. Miss Marvel, the Marvels. It was what it was. We're going to keep it moving. And yeah, I mean, I guess if we thought this one was this, just wait till we get into some Madam Web because I hear some things about
yeah. We got to get that on the schedule for next Tuesday. Could I do a quick blurb, if you would forgive me, DJ? We have been looking for our homie, known in the chats as Jake Cruz, also aka Celebrity Bikini. We have not seen him in a while, and it's not like him to just disappear like that. So if by chance anyone that's hearing this later, if you know who he is, please message him, ask him just to give us a shout out little message so we know that he's okay. We are very genuinely worried about him, and we hope we find out something soon. Yeah. And also, don't forget to come back and hang with us for other streams coming up. Again, what are we roasting? It is Madam Web. We're roasting.
I don't know if get that one done by. I'll have to get back to you guys. I'm not sure exactly.
We can do that whenever. Yeah. There's a few things coming up. I got Avatar on Netflix that's premiering. Me, Meeks, and possibly Nikki from 1001. We'll be covering that over the next couple weeks. Interview with the Vampire is coming up also, and I will definitely be covering that with me, Meeks, possibly Lady D, and also our ladies, Nikki and Tanya from 1001. We'll see how that falls. And stay tuned to DJ's channels. We got trivia coming up in about another week. Fandom.
Yeah.
And we'll be a day late just because our schedules. The real world never stops for the streams. So on that Friday of March 1st, I believe we'll be covering Black History. Will be our categories for trivia. So come through for that. On the 15th, we'll be back with some more Jackbox games. And then at the end of the month, the 29th or 30th, I think, we'll be back with some Avatar trivia. And when I say Avatar, I mean the TV show, the Legends of Korra, also included in that, and also this new Netflix series, and if you dare, the movie that shall not be named. So come through for that. We got a lot of fun things coming up. And, DJ always has us on here with some awesome shows, chatting and giving us all of the tinfoil that we could crave through the Weirwood net. So stay tuned, y'all. And I'm only a little bit of hours of watch time away from being able to monetize my channel. So hook us up. Hit that playlist and just let that shit play in the background. You don't even got to listen to it.
Absolutely. Links down below. Check it out in the comic section.
For sure.
Absolutely. Check that out and go check her out. And we might even be jumping into the Bad Batch. I don't know. We'll check it out. The Bad Batch.
Yes, absolutely.
First 3 episodes. So going to be watching that. And might be breaking down the Bad Batch, the last season or the new season, whichever one it's going to be. But the last season was epic. I loved it. And yeah, I can't wait to watch these.
It was the last season that we covered, right?
No, that was like the first season and the second season. Okay. We never did the third season. But yep, definitely might be jumping into that. So I'm going to be looking at that. And might be doing the Bad Batch first 3 episodes. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys and we'll let you guys know. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and we will be talking to you soon. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Be easy, everybody.
Stop touching shit.